Let's say you've got a $5,000 account and you'd like to grow it through either stock investing or through options. How do you really do that? You're watching these YouTube videos or gurus and following Discord channels, Facebook groups, but nobody's really showing you how to grow a small account. How do you tactically do it? They're just showing you their big plays, their big wins, or what happens. Now, sometimes they might mention some other trades, but the thing is those trades do not apply to you because you have a much smaller account. So what is the right approach? How do you build something that's sustainable in the long run? Well, today I'm going to change that. I'm going to show you exactly how to take a small account and grow it systematically with live proof and a live account to show you what I've done recently. All right, so I want to show you a preview of the account we're going to go over. Like this account right here was a $5,000 account. Right now, it's around $5,337. So we did actually make more from it, about $380, almost $400, but there are fees involved when I do some of the option trades. So if we take a look at the actual amount or profit from this, if we go in and say, okay, we're going to take $370 of profit, divide that by $5,000, you get about 7.4% return on investment. And this was just done in about a month and a half. So some of those returns people would kill for. And I'll show you the technique and process. It's not really about, okay, well, what if I got the timing perfect or that kind of thing. I'm going to show you the different technique and concept behind it because not a lot of people are doing it in the same way with a small account. So I'm going to reframe it for you and show you how this really works. Most people think that when they have only $5,000 to trade, that they can't make any form of real money. And that's the wrong frame of mind. What it does is actually give you a huge benefit. It's not a handicap. It confines you into this box, forcing you to really understand and watch your risk levels, your risk tolerance. Do you think that somebody with a $50,000 account or $100,000 account that blew those accounts up really is doing the right thing? No, it's because the risk tolerance, the way that they've managed risk and managed those trades was terrible. It's because they brought in the bad habits when they were trading a small account, when they had a large account or a very large account. All of those habits transfer over. So the small account actually allows you to stay in the zone, making sure everything is optimized. And it's one of the best things that actually could happen to you. Look, I've been in the trading space for over 20 years. And in that time, I've coached over 500 people and I've seen thousands of accounts and I know what works and what doesn't. And what I really see is people with a smaller account have to be more disciplined. There are some of the students and people that I've worked with that have the right attitude and mentality because it forces them in order to really grow those habits and rituals because you can't screw up a small account. There's no wiggle room. With a large account, you have much more buffer, but with a small account, you better be on. Otherwise, that small account is going to take a beating. All right. So how do you actually make this happen when it comes to a small account? Well, I'm going to give you 4 main skill sets or things to think about in order for you to grow the account and do it properly so you also develop habits. So the first thing is going to be you're going to want to build your skill sets and your knowledge. If you don't have that, obviously you won't be able to trade. So that means either reading some books, some courses, doing some one-on-one sessions, whatever the case may be, whether it's with me, somebody else, that is up to you. But you need to have the skill set because you need to be able to know how to put on a trade, take off a trade, and how to manage risk and money. Because what happens with a lot of people with the small accounts, they're trying to make money first rather than trying to build the skill set first. So you have to really understand how does risk management play a huge role, which many people don't get, which means trade smaller than what you really think. Now, the second thing is going to be build endurance and staying power. Now, this is going to revolve a lot about your psychology because some of it is pushing through. Can you do 10 push-ups every single day? Can you have that habit in place? And many people just do not. They're not able to take a walk on a day-to-day basis. They're not even able to put on a trade every other day or every couple of days in order to have that staying power. A lot of this is psychological based. So it's not necessarily just hey, I need to find lucky stocks. A lot of it is just discipline, being able to repeat and do the same thing over and over again. Yes, it's repetitive. Yes, it might be boring, but can you do it? The third thing is going to be track your trades and evaluate what the heck you're doing. Because if you're doing stuff, even if you're doing it wrong, at least be consistent with it and track it. And so you know what the hell you're doing wrong. If you're hopping around, let's just say the strategy hoppers, if you're hopping around from one trade strategy to another or different tickers and different stocks, you're not going to have consistency. However, if you're doing things wrong, at least you know what you're doing wrong so you can go to the next step version 2, version 3, and version 4 of your trade strategy, your portfolio plan, and so on, which means, and gets me to my point number 4, improve. Constant improving and evolving your techniques, your strategies, the way you handle risks, your behaviors. All of this goes to the next version and the next version and so on. Think about the iPhone or the Google Pixel. Did they start out with version 15? No, they went ahead and started with version 1, 2, and 3. So they keep evolving those. They don't punch out 10 versions ahead every single year. They just make micro improvements. And that is what we want to do with your trades. So when you have a small account, your objective is to build those habits and build those skill sets. All right, so you might be thinking to yourself, all that sounds nice and great, but show me in a live account. How does it work? So here it is. I'm going to show you in this live account right here. I have to block out the account numbers because it is a family member's account. And they said, hey, why don't you take a little bit of cash for me and help me out for a little bit? I said, okay, you know what? I'll do it. And I've been helping out a little bit here in this account. And I want to show you just exactly how you might grow a trading account. Now, this account right here, if we take a look at it, yes, it's a live account. I can open up all these trades and you can see that it is legitimate. What I want to show you is that it works a little bit different. But look, here's what happens. You've got $300 already made. Okay, $300 out of a $5,000 account. That is 6% return on investment. And I'll tell you, it's only been about a month. And I do very little trading in it, maybe a minute or two a day at most, and things are spread out. So what I want to show you here is look at the way this is set up. It's very different than you might see in a lot of other traders. You know, they say, hey, buy this stock, buy this hot stock. But look what I'm doing. I'm going in and purchasing a little bit of a shares here. So this share was purchased on 320. This share, these two shares was on 324. These few shares were on 312. So we're distributing capital all over the place. One share, one share, one share. And you might say it's $2, $2, $2. Yeah, but that starts to add up with time. Now, am I using a couple little option trades? Yeah, I am. I've got a few SPX things. I've got a little long investment. So we got a lot of little sprinkled material in here. But overall, the account is up 6% in about a month, month and a half. So I want to show you the account statement. So here it is. Look, profit and loss right there. I've got some from the SPX, which is, calendar spreads. I've got some on the SPY, which is some vertical spreads that I've done. I've got a little bit, $34 from AMD. I've got EEM from the oil thing, about $20 there. Wells Fargo, $15. UPS, $13. Bank of America, $9. Netflix, about $7.90, and so on. You can see one of my biggest losers right now is Best Buy, and that's the one I'm kind of working through. So overall, it's been doing fantastic and well, and I want to show you how this really works. So I'm going to pull up a let's say a 90-day time frame. I'll also show you the let's see, we can go through the trade history here. And if we go to the trade history and we'll pull up, let's say, some of these trades, scrolling down these trades all the way to the bottom, you can see the first trade that was open was on 3/2/26. And look, the last trade here that we've got was about 4/13. So you can see we got about a month and a half in there for a 6% gain. Fantastic, right? But what I want to show you is just the way that these trades are done. It's look, it's a one lot, one lot, one lot, five lot, five lot, one lot, one, two, cheap stocks. Not anything hot, not anything fancy, super simple. And then eventually I'll dump the full shares of, let's say, Bank of America of 12 shares once it accumulates enough profit for the size of that account. It's very important you think about this because it's not about hitting a big win. It's about being disciplined for that account size. And I still have $4,000 free in this account. So I'm, 90% cash rich in here. So let's take a look at Bank of America. How was this done? Well, look, 5 shares was on 3.2. One more share on 3.9. I've got another 5 shares on 3.12. Another 1 share on 3.20. And then it went up enough. I dumped the whole batch and boom, there it is. 12 shares gone, but it was distributed perfectly for that account, making $9. You may say that's a lot of work for this account. Yes, but if you don't have the right technique, the right discipline, the right mentality at a small account level, how are you going to have that at a large account level? You're just going to blow it up. Let's take a look at AMD. I'll show you this one. Look, I bought 1 share on 3.9. I bought another share on 3.9, and this one was very simple. I basically closed and dumped both of those shares on 3.26. So a much more simple approach right here. How about UPS? Look, that UPS, we made $13. So even if you have a small account, you even know you don't know how to trade options. I'm showing you how you can just do this even with stocks. Look, bought a share at 3.9, bought another one. 3.16, bought another one on 3.31, distributed some capital, dumped it right there, 4 shares. About a month later, now, did I make a fortune? Nah, $13. But for the account growth, the mindset, the habits in place right there. Look, you're up $300 on an account of $5,000. You're up 6%. That is fantastic return for a month. And the habits, the discipline that you have to have that in order to hit that is very difficult for a lot of people because it's consistent, it's strategic. I've got a plan, I've got a process, which most people don't even have at a $50,000 account level, at $1 million account level. Even some of the guys I coached at $50 million, they got no plan and they blow accounts up. So look, I've talked about these things in a lot of my other videos, and we actually did a course on risk management, including one called Trading Buckets. So those of you that are in the inner circle and part of the Options Black Belt group, check out the Trading Buckets class and workshop. It's got a lot of these concepts in there of how to manage risks in there. And if you're not, check out some of the links down below. We've got a lot of other great classes available as well. Now, the hard truth is that most people will ignore what I say here and they'll want to grow their account faster. I totally get it. You know, we internally have that desire. We want to push things faster. We want it yesterday. And if you ignore those rules and steps, you're going to bring over bad habits into larger account sizes where eventually it's going to bite you. But the people that do stick with it, that look at the discipline, the mindset, the mentality, build up habits, because at these small account levels, it's not necessarily to grow your account fast. It's to build the repetitions. It's to build the habits, the discipline behind the right type of trading. So that way, when you do have more capital to really accelerate it, to make some changes in your life or really make an impact in your day-to-day living, then that's really where it's going to matter, because those disciplines, those habits are going to carry over to larger account statuses as well. But if you go in there with bad habits, bad mentality, doing the wrong things, managing risk the wrong way, you're going to blow yourself up or have a very stressful time trading. So in either case, hope you got a lot out of this video. Truly appreciate it. Check out the links in the description if you want more, or feel free to send me a quick note. Anyways, enjoy the day, and I will see you on the next one.